Hello everyone, Zelyon here. So I'm playing Azorius Control today to satisfy my daily. I play half the videos on the play key because I'm still trying to learn this deck. And I played it before, but I added in some new cards from the Crimson Vow to maybe, just kind of play around with them a little bit to see how it fits in here. So I played it on the play queue for a little bit, and then I switched it over to ladder to see if I could get some, better odds and maybe better card draws. And I think I went 1-for-1 on ladder, which it's fine. I mean, it's a learning experience. I mean, it's definitely a fun deck if you're a control mage. Me being an aggro mage, games take a while, and that's the only thing with me is I like to get in, smash the opponent's face, get out, get to the next game. But it's also, I'm starting to kind of be like a dual mage, because in some instances, it depends on what my mood is. It's, do I want to frustrate the opponent today? So I go control. But I added in this card right here, Wash Away. I just added one in as perhaps maybe to get around the all runs Epiphany type of thing, or any foretell when they they cast from the foretell zone. You can counter this. Anything that's cast from the graveyard, you can counter it. I don't think I used it too much. I used the Clave ability a lot in the videos, but I didn't really wash away in from the foretell zone or the graveyard. So, but that's why I think having one in here is okay. Maybe if going against Is It turns, maybe this is a more heavy card to have in the sideboard if you're playing traditional standard or something, or best of 3. But just playing best of 1, I think this was good enough. You cast 1 and you put your Leer back on the table, and then you get to cast it again one more time. But the thing you got to watch out for, which I tried to do, is I got to remember is with Leer, it's flashback. So when you flashback it from 1, you can only use it as the counterspell, not from the owner's hand. So I tried to use this, I guess, to do it on a one that was cast from the hand, and it wouldn't work. I couldn't cleave it. So got to remember, you can't cleave on a flashback. And that's a learning lesson for me. I'm still kind of learning the game as I go. And another one I added in was by invitation only. I think this right here is kind of... I took one Doomscar out, and I put this in. I've used it a couple times. It is kind of amazing in some respects. Because, like, say you go against mono white or mono green that goes wide real quick, and you get this in your hand. Yeah, it's expensive because you could foretell a Doomscar and you could pay 3, but this you have to pay the full price. But it's... I think it's just another way of having some more tools in your belt, and they have to sacrifice that many creatures. It becomes expensive if you're doing like 2 or 3 creatures, maybe even 1, but they have to sacrifice it. There's no way around it where destroy all creatures. If one of them has indestructibility, it's not going anywhere. Whereas this one, by invitation only, they have no choice. They have to sacrifice it. And I think that's the only 2 that I'm really running. I took out Amira's Call, one Amira's Call to run the... I think I put in a little bit more Devastating Masteries because I felt like I wasn't drawing enough of them. So I kind of kicked them up a little bit. I think next time maybe a little bit more Saw It Comings. Maybe I'll take out a Jarari, put in a Saw It Coming, because I was finding that I was getting in some tough spots where I could have used a counterspell other than a negate or Jawari. I'm debating whether or not to cut Faithful Mending because it really hasn't served me well. One game, I used it and it gave me 2 cards that I could have really used, and the 2 cards that I had in hand, I really needed to. So it was a horrible situation. It kind of left a bitter taste in my mouth. So I was thinking about cutting it and maybe going up another sod coming just to get full control back. And that's pretty much it. As you absorb the deck, you could pause the video. I do have a link in the description. You could definitely check out the deck there and see how I did. But for the most part, it was fun. I usually will just probably bring this out if I need to do like a daily. I'm not too comfortable with the deck still. I need to play it a lot more to really know what a good opening hand is, what really to do in certain situations. Should I hold mana back? That type of thing. I'm still learning, and it's fun. If you're a control mage, definitely give it a whirl if you never played this type of deck before. I like to try a variety of decks. It's all colors. To see how I do. But that's pretty much it for the video for this intro. As you absorb the deck even more, leave some comments below if you found other cards that are great in this type of deck. Leave your comment. Definitely get to it, read it, and give it a thumbs up. And speaking of thumbs up, definitely if you got any value out of this video, I would really appreciate it if you give a like and subscribe. It helps the channel out. And stay safe, keep on gaming, and I'll see you next time. Alright, gonna get some dailies done today. Playing some Azorius Control. Blue. Oh, possibly white if I get the Jawari out first. Not a really good, solid hand because there's too much mid to... There's too much mid in here. Let's try it. We're only in play queue anyway. Let's see what they put out first. How many cards do they have? 86. Oh my goodness. Maybe a white deck. So red so far. Yeah, we're already behind in the land. So far, Gruul. Let's divide that and maybe, yeah, let's get environmental science. Let's go ahead and pass the turn. They'll probably try to cast it again. Memory deluge. Try to get some cards. And they're playing it safe now. Definitely Doomscar. And the land. They got 4 cards in hand. If I Doomscar now, I'll take 4, go down to 16. grab the planes for the devastating mastery. Yeah, now they're gonna get as many creatures out as you can. That's fine, because they're just trying to give them a little confidence about stacking the board. Of course, they got massive draw now. It's the only problem with going against Gruul Warewolves. They get Tullivar out, you could stack your hand pretty quick, especially against control deck, because any wolf or werewolf that does damage, you get to draw a card. This is one of the cards that I subbed in that was new in the Crimson Vow, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, I mean, let's get a haul out. Start. Hopefully get a blocker out. No more haste on their side. Manual tap. 10 and 7. Nice.
We contain the fires, heed the trees. They prepare for war.
Well, I would imagine they have maybe burned down the house. I've got Hall of the Storm Giants to... I could block the 5/5. It'll gain 1 next turn when they put out a land, so it'll go to 6. Trying to think whether or not to use my Devastating Mastery now to take out Wren so they don't get any more land, or wait on the Memory Deluge. How many do I have left? 1, 2, 3. Oh, I can cast them both? No.
Even in defeat, we grow.
Let's pass the turn. I'm gonna save 2 open, maybe for Test of Talents if they got burned down in the house. Curse of Faith, okay. Pass the turn. Haste, nice. Think in response, I'll Memory Deluge. Do I have 3 open to do it? Yes. This one. Get Memory Deluge back. Still gonna take damage from that, but second spell, that's fine. Hmm. 3, 6, leaves me 2. Don't really have any counter spells. Other than if I get Lair out, I could Fading Hope, but let's pass the turn. They say good game. Got 1 mana open for Fading Hope, just in case. They recast it, which is fine. They level the Ranger class. My turn. Let's see what we get. Fading Hope again. Leaves me with 2 mana open. I'm wondering if I should Devastating Ministry here again. It's a tough one. I'll get another land here because I need more land out to do more things. Let me just go ahead and pass the turn. If they get more out, I could do by invitation only. They could sacrifice their creatures. Just Fading Hope that, and it goes back into my hand. I could start using the Hall and Lair together. It's fine. And start chipping away at their life total. Wait, oops. Hold on. No, Memory Deluge, get some more cards. Alright, Sunsets definitely will help us. More land will help us. Okay, let's get Deserted Beach out. Sunset Revelry. And that will leave me with 1, 2 open for Fading Hope, just in case. I'll wait. Alright, I'm going to Fading Hope. I hate that card, that curse. Down to 5. So if they have any flyers, I'm kind of at a disadvantage here. I really would like another Leer. I put 2 in the deck just in case, because then I can, you know, Devastating Mastery and cast another Leer. Blizzard Brawl, gross. Let's get it out of here. I don't want it. Let's see what else they're playing with here. Trample, haste. Yeah. Gotta figure out a way to get them out of the game as quick as possible. Especially Stolen Vitality. Because target creature gets till end of turn. I don't know why they're attacking with that, unless they're gonna... Just in case. Down to 2. And if I cast any cards, I'm gonna get this. Whenever I enchant player card, so other than the first spell. Alright. Gonna have to figure out a way around the curse. I can hard cast a Devastating Mastery. But then if I try to cast a Fading Hope to put on a stack, I don't know if I could put on the stack the Fading Hope. So that kind of leaves me open to haste. If they have haste, I'm gone. I don't have Hall to block with either. As if everything has come together. Nice. Let's see. I don't have 7-2. Okay. Guess I should count my own cards. I think we just passed the turn. The reason why I'm going so slow on this deck is I'm not too sure about this deck. I'm usually faster with like a Dimir because I'm more in depth with that that deck. So with this one, I'm not too sure about it. It's almost like I'm kind of learning this deck as we go along. So. So they don't play Snakeskin Veil. Gonna have to start doing some damage here pretty soon. And they keep bringing out the biggest creatures ever. Well, that biggest ever, but kind of hoping they would get frustrated and kind of go, but wrong one. Ugh, I hate it when I do that. Sometimes when you're going down here with that many cards and you go to take a card out, I was doing by invitation only. And of course, it picked the wrong one up. Well, I've got 2 turns with Hull if I can get through. I could save this game. One more turn. Can they beat me with a 6/6 haste creature? They drew land. That's it. Nice. Just had to wait them out. On to the next one. A lot of people will notice that I kind of go a little slow with this deck. I'm not too familiar on how to play this deck exactly. That's why I'm playing on the play queue until I can get it down pat. I usually take a deck that I'm unfamiliar with and I just keep running it over and over in the play queue so I can, learn what's the best hand, what to do in certain situations. So as I go along here, and as always, I hope that you get some value out of the way I'm playing. I'm going to make a lot of mistakes, so if we're going against aggro, this will help. Now, let's do a Jarari, make him think that was the only one. So, red so far. doing egg. Alright. Nice. Okay. Can't really do anything right now, so let's pass the turn. Hopefully they'll tap out. I'm wondering if they're going to play Goldspan in this one. I mean, they've got dragons for sleeves, so... And they just foretold a card. Get as much land out as possible here. I'm not sure. They're stuck on 2 land. Are they still stuck on 2 land? My goodness. Not good. Yes. Ooh. So tempting. I definitely want this back. I could divide the egg if it gets too big. I think that would be the better play here, as a just in case. Once they start getting mana, then it could prove to be a better play. Plus I got Lear as a backup, so that does help. And I've already got a Doomscar for clear the board of creatures if they really start going wide. Playing with fire, okay. Well, can't Jirari that. I really don't want to wash away. So let's go ahead and just take the 2. I didn't see if they scried to the bottom or top. So they do get the 3rd land. Yeah, I think that one's a Jirari. Definitely don't want that on the board. Okay. What do I want to do here? I can sunset. Let's see, they got 2, 4, 5 in hand. If I sunset, I gain 4, gain 2 creatures, and a card. Cool, good play. Alright, I'm just going to pass the turn here. Redain. That's fine. The only problem is my Memory Deluge is now cost 6. That's a good draw. Wondering if I should Doomscar now and just sit, or have them recast Redain. Alright, let's pass the turn. Hopefully we don't get too overwhelmed. They recast Redain. And another land. That's good. You know what? Let me see whether or not they block the 1/1s. I would imagine they would, knowing what's about to happen. And I forgot how much what I need. Planes. So I've got enough for devastating, so it really doesn't matter right now. They're taking out their burn spells already, which they might have just used it so that way they could scry. And they scoop. They don't want to play the long game. I think the last game the opponent got really frustrated because I was taking too long. You know, like I said before, I'm still kind of learning this deck and, you know, the synergy between cards. There's not really that much synergy that I see other than Lear, you know, being able to call everything back up. Interesting. If I'm going against aggro, the Sunset Revelry helps a little bit to keep my life total up. I don't like the fact that I have to rely on this third turn for the blue. We're here to learn. Let's do this. Yeah, my mouse does not want to grab anything today. Are we going against Simic Aggro? Oh boy. That'll be fun. Maybe I should have stayed open for the test talents, because I know they're going to cast a search your library for X amount of mana. Maybe that was mistake number one. Unless they're just a pure aggro. Get that 1 damage on. Azika's Chariot, nice. Cool. Let's get the beach out. Pass the turn. If they power up the Zekas, we'll go ahead and faithful it, absent it. Or if they cast something here that's worth of test talents. I know they can't power up the Haven. They've only got 1 snow, unless this is a snow. I'm sorry. There's 2 snow, so now they have where they can power up the Haven. This is a tough decision. Not really. Let's take out the Haven, because they didn't power up the Chariot. Wow, with the sunsets. So they have 4 cards. Let's get some blockers out. Pass the turn. Need to get 2 more pieces of land. Preferably a island and a plains, and I can Devastating Mastery, and I won't have to worry about Azika's right now. Hopefully they'll be stuck on 3 mana. Okay, so they do power up the Chariot so they could start copying tokens to get around my 1/1s. It's kind of hard not having a That's a test of talents right there. Oh my goodness, they only had one? Well, that sucked. And I get test talents back, so in essence, I really didn't lose it. But I really could have used the land, though. So they power up Chariot, get another token. Did they sacrifice a mammoth? Yep. Okay. Down to 18. Can I tilt this in my favor somehow? They got another Azika's Chariot in hand. They got an all runs Epiphany. That's definitely, I'm going to test the talents. No, I can't now. No, I'm sorry, when they cast it, I can. Okay, that helps. Could divide something by 0, but they got 2, 4, 5. They need one more land to all runs. Oh, this is a tough spot. I think I could sunset again and just pass the turn. And when they do if they get a land and cast it and do the all runs, I can test if talents at all runs and be safe that way. And then devastating mana mastery once I get the mana, which the divide by 0 will help. So this one is return target non-land permanent to owner's hand. The Spirit. No, I don't want you having more mana. Gonna make you fight for it. I'm going down swinging. Oh, I could take the 2. Definitely need to start drawing some land here. Yeah. It's not going to help. He can keep the Innkeeper and the Azika's Chariot. Well, if they don't cast all runs, I'm going to pass the turn. If they don't cast all runs on this turn, then I'll divide by 0. Fading Hope. There's nothing I can do about that. Definitely not worth the divide by 0. They scry to the top, so it must be a land. Let's see if they do the all runs. Maybe it wasn't a land. It's kind of funny that we're both stuck on land. Yeah, we're gonna take some serious damage. Well, this game would have been a little bit closer if I could just get a couple more pieces of land. I know they could recast Azika's Chariot, but maybe they wanted to play the land on post-combat and then do all runs. If they have the land. I bet you that's another Epiphany. Which doesn't help me if it is in fact another Epiphany. I need land bad. I don't think this is going to be... Just put that back in their hand. I know they could cast another one, so it doesn't matter. Or... And they stopped me from... By doing the royal, they stopped me automatically from doing the... Well... Oh. Man, are you kidding me right now? They get one more land and that's it. I really could use this too. This is a bad draw. Well, I'm going to have to use the lair to get back Devastating Mastery if I could possibly... get it out and it sticks. Gonna take 11 damage, maybe. Just need one more planes. And definitely could wipe this board, but it'll cost me my Lear. They got the land. There it is. Guess what? Been waiting. And so the other one foretold has to be the all runs. Oh, that messes up. That messes me up. Well, here's a gamble. I have to block one or else I'm dead. And if they got anything to... I'm dead. I knew it was an all runs. Well, we fought to the end. As much as we could, but we just could not get the land. If I got the land, I would have been fine. On to the next one. Alright, last game was a little heartbreaking. I didn't get the land as fast as I could. You know, because with the control deck, you want as much land on the board as you can. And I was just getting mana screwed. And then I just got overwhelmed. This one's not looking too great either. Mulligan this one. Put back a Memory Deluge. Keep one in my hand. This will help against Azika's Chariot if playing against mono green. Or any green that plays the Chariot. So it is green. we're getting land this time, so that's good. Pass the turn, memory delusion on the way back if they don't do anything. Yeah, you can feel the ruin on them. There's Leer, and a divide by 0. And I have the 5th, I'll be able to have the 5th mana to get there. Let's see if this is the mistake. It's good to see what was on my top deck. That's why I chose blue, because I knew I'm getting another plains. I hope we're not going against discard deck. Do that one because it comes back anyway. No, I was wrong. That's right, it exiles. Well, that sucks. Definitely against a Leer deck, that does not do me any good. The Celestis, here we go. We're gonna have fun now. Let's pass the turn. We'll see whether or not I get a land next turn. And we'll do it then. That way I have wash away. Interesting. They got 4, so if they cast anything for Jurari, it would be great. Got Test of Talents open too, just in case. Another Celestis. Well, this one's going to resolve. Okay. Kind of wondering what they play. We have Gruul Warewolves. Nothing much. Hexproof, huh? Jurari? Bye. That's right, they could tap the Celestis for 1. Ugh. Gross. Well, that was fun. Had to use my Devastating Mastery already. That was the only one that they use? It's in their library. Meat Hook, Calling Ritual, Spiders, any other creatures? Well, they got wolves. It's really a control deck. If I could, they got Vorinclex. I mean, they do have some creatures. Get rid of theirs before they get rid of mine. Faithful Absence is coming next turn, so they get another creature out, which they do. I thought Faithful was on my top deck. Well, I guess they lied. I could divide by 0 and learn for mascot. They're probably going to take out... Yeah, they're going to destroy mine. So I got to leave 2 open. So I could test the talents. Can I do the enchantment? Sorcery or instant. Divide by 0 that. Man, these things are going to get big. I could target spell with 3. If I gotta leave 3 open, so it's 2 here. I'll just pass the turn. Alright, 5s. Let's see. 3, 6, 7. They can cast a demon or a slug. Oh, you can't use the cleave ability? Man. Oh, I can't counter it. I'm just making all sorts of mistakes here. Oh, I can counter it. Never mind. What do I want to do here? And it could still cast it? Well, that kind of sucks. Well, nothing I can do about it. Man, that makes me angry. I don't get any... Should have just popped it back into my hand. Well, you can see a demon deck can only thrive in this play key environment because normally with the amount of aggro that's on the ladder, this wouldn't be fast enough. I'm out of cards, so this is gonna be fun. Poison. I mean, death touch. Gross. No. Because I'm gonna fly over you. Maybe I can kill you that way if you don't kill mine first. Man, what I'd love to have a counterspell right now. That sucks. 3 and 4 is 7. 2 turns I've got him with Haul. If they don't have an Infernal Grasp. And they're looking in their graveyard, so I'm wondering if they're going to bring something back. Okay. Yep, so they're going to bust my Haul. I can't. This is just aggravating. And I can't pop it back to my hand either. Nope. Oh. It's got ward. Should have done it before. And I can't pop this back to my hand, so the only thing I can do is response to the demon that's out there. I was very fortunate with the ward on the giant. And he can't cast it again, so maybe I should have got teachings. Yeah, they keep one back. Very smart. So one's going to get through. 3 to 5. One's going to get through. They cast the demon. Faithful Absence it. Hopefully stay alive. Meat Hook Massacre, huh? I think that's the end of me. So that's 5, that would be 5 damage. They gain 3. Is it enough to kill me? Nope, at 1. But they gain life though. Ah, oh, Doomscar. How I miss you. Did they have anything with haste? So 2, let's see, that's 8, 9, 10 minus 6. So that leaves me 4. So I'm gonna have to do full Doomscar next time. Well, let's see if they get rid of Storm Giant. This is a good game. I mean, it's going back and forth. I mean, even though I lose, it's fine. I'm not sure if the demons haste or not, so let's make them sweat a little bit. Make them think this is a counterspell. If they can get something out, sacrifice it. Oh. Wait, oh. I mean, crap. Oh, okay. So I was a little like, oh no, if I destroy that, does that kill me? It does. Oh. Alright, well. Yeah, whenever a creature an opponent controls dies, you gain one. Whenever a creature you control does, you get. I just killed myself. Still trying to learn how the right hand setup would help me. Maybe put a little bit more Sock Cummings in here. See, this hand's not bad from an aggro. If it's aggro, it's not bad. Alright. Let's get... I won't have enough... I don't have enough plans for Doomscar yet. It's good that we got Lair. I mean, we could hard cast all our stuff, and then might be going against Orzhov. No. Green and white. Didn't get a land, but they do have 2, 4, 6 cards in hand. I gotta wait for them to attack though. Core Celebrant. What to do? Let's go ahead and divide this. Put it back in their hand. Let's get Environmental Science. Get our next land. And be open for Saw It Coming. Well, I get the land. Cool. Well, I'm set up for Doomscar. So I'm thinking... if I had a Memory Deluge, it would be nice. But let's get some land in hand. I forget. Blue, blue. Let's get a Plains. Alright. Let's go ahead and pass the turn. Recast Righteous. Gonna take one here, that's fine. And definitely can absence the Valkyrie if it becomes too much of a problem. They got 2, 4, 5 in hand. I got 5 in hand. Cast the Plains, Sunset Revelry. Don't want them gaining too much life. Try to stay ahead of the curve. Alright. So they up the clear class. Try to stave off as much damage as possible here until I could possibly get a footing under me. Alright, let's pass the turn. We got the Memory Deluge now. So, Selesnya deck, and okay. Okay, in response, I'm gonna do this. Definitely yes. Ooh, yes. Alright. Take 2. Divide by 0. Awesome. They're still playing with pretty good amount of cards in their hand too, so they are holding back. What can they cast for 1 mana that would destroy my hull? 2, 4, 6. Should I go after it? I mean, they got a lot of cards in their hand. Let's see. Might be a misplay. But I hate to just sit over here and do nothing either. Maybe that'll give them enough confidence to start casting more and more stuff so I could Devastating Mastery. Gotta try to keep them as close as possible. And that leaves me with enough to Memory Deluge on the way back. Definitely. Yes, let's do this. More Sunset Revelries we get in, and then later comes back out on, doesn't come back out, but it comes out onto the battlefield. The better I would feel. They got 2, 4, 5 in hand. I got too many in hand. Really love right now to get Lear out. They're playing it safe. Love to have a Fading Hope. I'm okay at 21. They could do some damage here. I'll be at, what, 19? They go up a couple life, maybe, let's say, back up to 20. Sunset. Alright, so 18. Unless they hold it back to try to block the hollow. So it goes to 4. They still attack with it, okay. There we go. Now we see this. Wow. Ouch. That hurt. So we know what's in their hands now. So I can't play it aggressive. I think it's time to do devastating. And just hold on to saw it coming, keep it open. I was going to use Amir's Call for land, but maybe I have a feeling just to keep it. So 3/6, I keep 2 open for a spell because they're still at 4. Or I could... I could maybe take out the tree line? No, what if they play Field of Ruin? I get to their Field of Ruin first. So let's do this. As long as I keep... Keep this one open. See, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. They absence this, they have to tap 3, but then I can saw it coming. That way we just keep it on the stack. Then I'll have to disciple, that way I can get my cards back. Okay, down to 18. Let's end a turn here. So they do find the 5 land. I think I'm just going to pass the turn here. I'm going to be kind of playing it easy. Get rid of the Valkyrie. They attack with Rescuer. They probably have something in hand to bolster it up again. What was it? The Fortifying Drought. You gain 2 life. Target creature gains XX until... Alright. See what else they cast here. Another Doomscar would be nice. By invitation only is pretty good. And Fading Hope is really good. So I'm going to take these 2. I don't want to Fading Hope the Rescuer because they would be able to get another creature out. Trying to decide what to do here. Maybe get some blockers? That would leave Test of Talents. And also divide by 0 if I need it. Let's get our 2 damage in. Boy, they're really thinking about stuff over here. You got 2 open. What's going on? Alright, let's see what they do this turn. I'm probably going to have to cast Leer. Okay. It's fine. So we know what the other stuff is. It's to take out creatures. Alright. So 2 damage, they're tapped out. That's fine. Good, I got another Leer. So this helps a lot. Having Fading Hope and everything like that is great. Got 2 open. Try to get my 2 damage in. End the turn. These I could tap for, sacrifice them for mana, so 1 mana of each color, huh? They got 2 open. No, I can't counter it. So they're tapped out. Well, no they're not. Okay. Let's see. Let's get this out. See if we can get some serious damage in. Come on. Waiting on you, sir. Down to 5. End the turn. It's definitely a good game to show the extent of this deck when it really jives and the person that's actually helming it knows what they're doing. Somewhat. I definitely appreciate that anybody who's stuck into the video this long, I definitely appreciate you sticking it out, because it's I can't target that, never mind. That's fine. I mean, we've got all these backups now. Alright, so where's my fading? Test of Talents that, because I don't want them gaining life. That was the only one? Really? Valkyrie, Unicorn. And what is this? Selesnya life gain? That's the other ones. They've got. Oh no, those are devouring. Okay. I think that's game. It was a good game. All right. See you next time.